The Creative Use of Imagination by Neville Goddard, Chapter 6. All is Consciousness. Blessed are you when your mental comprehension has been enlarged by the removal of the trees of traditional wrong thinking. For only then will you know that all is consciousness, and consciousness is all. You will know that any secondary cause is a tyrant, and if you believe in an outside power, you are fighting a losing battle. Emerson once said, "Man surrounds himself with the true image of himself, as every spirit builds for itself a house beyond its house, a world beyond its world." What you are, that only can you see. Therefore build yourself a world as you would like it to be, a world beyond the world now visible to you. The world you desire exists and will unfold itself in great proportions when you, all spirit, surround yourself with the true image of yourself as you would like to be. Think of your world as a canvas, with the pictures painted there by the arrangement of your mind. Your I-amness, consciousness, has already arranged as many patterns for your canvas as there are people walking the earth. Turn to yourself, and claiming that your desire exists, feel yourself move right into its center. Then paint your canvas of consciousness. Everything is there at your disposal. Its reality is up to you and the intensity of your desire. Always look to self, for your consciousness is the sole cause of the phenomena of your individual life. Perhaps you have imagined something which never came to pass, and you feel that you have failed. But I tell you there is only one cause for failure, and that is absence of the feeling of naturalness. It takes time for an assumption to become a fact, and a desire is fulfilled proportionate to the degree of naturalness of the feeling of possession. If something does not feel natural to you, it is not your nature. To ask in my name is to ask in my nature or character. Therefore, when you ask, you must feel you already are that which you are seeking. Whatsoever you desire when you pray, believe that you have received it and you will. It is important to feel yourself right into your wish fulfilled, for consciousness is the only reality, and everything you see is nothing more than an outpicturing of a state of consciousness. It is stupid to seek a thing before you establish its cause. An effect depends upon a state of consciousness, and you cannot find the effect without being its cause. And if you do not feel the naturalness of the desired state, you cannot externalize it, for consciousness is very observable. Ask yourself how long you have been conscious of being what you want to be. To what extent do you feel its reality now? Matthew tells us, "O you faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you?" Do you have faith in what you are conscious of? I hope so. For without faith, it is impossible to achieve anything. It is the substance of the thing hoped for and the cause of all phenomena. The word perverse means to turn the wrong way, without aim, fixity, or one-pointedness of purpose. When the latest headline or news bulletin can turn you from your desire, you are perverse and fail. But if success is your goal, its mood must be worn until the feeling of being successful is so natural you cannot turn away from it. On the other hand, importunity means brazen impudence. If you will so persist in your assumption, your brazen impudence will not allow you to accept the evidence of your senses when they deny your assumption, but will rearrange the substance called life into the pattern of your assumption. This world moves with the necessity of molding and manifesting the arrangement of the individual's mind. It is important to persist until fulfillment becomes your nature. Changes begin to occur at their moment of naturalness. Jacob told the Lord, "I will not let you go until you bless me." As Jacob, you may wrestle through the night with an idea, and all ideas come down from heaven to take flesh. If you will not take no for an answer, but persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you will be blessed with its externalization. Scripture tells of a man whose child was dead, yet when he went to the man of God and asked that the child be made alive once more, it was done unto him. Your ideal, be it for success, health, romance, money, or fame, is your child who is dead. But if you will believe in its life and walk in the assumption that you are successful, healthy, or wealthy, if that is your desire, your child which sleepeth will rise from the dead state and be made alive in your world. The parable is told of a judge, who it is said, feared not God nor regarded man. Within you there is such a judge, who will give you anything you ask for if you will be just as persistent as the widow in the story. Coming at the midnight hour, she persisted in her request until the judge granted her wishes, saying, "Because this widow bothers me, I will vindicate her, or she will wear me out by her continual coming." When the light of consciousness is not shining on your fulfilled desire, it is the midnight hour. But if you will fill your desire with your light of awareness and persist, then that which you are aware of, you will become. You are forever surrounding yourself with the true image of yourself and what you are. That only can you see, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. Observe your reactions to life, and you're observing the being you want to separate yourself from. And as you begin to identify yourself with your chosen state, the separation takes place. But your assumption must be a maintained attitude, and if for a moment you lose the mood, recapture it. And if you lose it again, feel yourself back into the feeling until the mood becomes so natural, your thinking from that mood is normal. The great failure of most truth students is that they are perpetually constructing but deferring their occupancy. When entering your desired state, feel its presence surround you like an answered prayer. Then become so one with the state that your thoughts flow from it. Persist in viewing your world from that state, and it will harden into fact. You, and you alone, determine the time for the state to externalize itself. If your mind is so disciplined that it cannot be turned or diverted, your heart's desire will be outpictured on your screen of space. But if you believe in any secondary power, your belief will cause its delay. Your awareness is the power of the word. It is divine, not divisional. There are not two I ams, but one I am standing on many levels. Desire, claiming fulfillment now, wrestles as Jacob. But when the fight is over, desire, as Israel, is born. You may think your name is John Brown or Mary Smith, but your real name is I am, and your dominant mood is your nature. Divorce a mood and assume a new nature. Persist in your new relationship, and you will bear its children as new phenomena appear to bear witness to your creative inner I amness. Only if you lack importunity and constantly return to the mood you are attempting to divorce yourself from will failure occur. Desire is hidden identity. What you want, you already have. If you acknowledge as fact that you are already what you desire to be, and will not be diverted but maintain your importunity by walking in the mood of fulfillment which now dominates you, no power on earth can keep you from expressing it. But you must feel yourself right into the situation of the answered prayer, for only by believing that you already have it will it appear. Anyone who prays successfully is himself the springboard of action and the one who grants the prayer. There is no other being to grant it. The one who receives the answered prayer is the one who grants it through the act of rearranging the mind. Learn to rearrange your mind, and if you find yourself walking in the field of unanswered prayers, turn around and walk in the field or mood of fulfillment. And remember, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The only reality and the only substance is consciousness, from which all prayer has its beginning and its end. The entire book of Hebrews is devoted to faith. Faith is enduring as seeing Him who is invisible, and faith is the substance of things hoped for. Unto us was this good news preached, as well as unto them, but it did not profit them, because it was not mixed with faith. Good news is desire fulfilled. If desire is not mixed with faith, it is of no avail, for faith is the awareness of the reality of the desire's fulfillment. You see creation is finished, and we only become aware of increasing proportions of it. The absence of faith would be to deny the reality of the state assumed. If you limit yourself to your physical senses, which contradict everything you desire, then faith will be unknown to you. But faith will make real that which is invisible. The being you would like to be, though invisible, will unveil itself and become more visible for all to see when you walk in the faith of its reality.